Yeah, this is a GenOn power plant. It was originally called the Morant Power Plant, and they closed down about a little over 2 years ago because the cost of compliance with the clean air standards for this plant would have been too high. They were planning on spending millions of dollars to upgrade it, but the costs then became prohibitive for producing energy from the coal here. The plant was built probably in the late 40s, and when they did the Clean Air Standards Act in about 1976, it was grandfathered in, so they didn't have to do make any adjustments to it then, but the laws have changed since then. With the whole idea that particularly the neighbors around here are the ones who started the process going, because they were finding soot on their windowsills in the morning, and the particulate emissions were just really too high in this area for them. So they worked with the city of Alexandria and the federal government to get the clean air standards to apply, and they closed the plant down. I took a tour of this plant probably 6 months before it closed down as part of a Sierra Club trip, and it was really interesting to go through, and it was amazingly clean inside. Wandering through, you wouldn't realize how dirty the particulates were coming out of the smokestacks, and it was really interesting to talk to the people who ran the plant, and realizing that when the plant closed down, they would be out of jobs. They had families they had to worry about, and that sort of stuff. But you've got to do what you got to do. They were causing health problems in the neighborhood. So you got this trade-offs between health of some people and the jobs of others, and you've got to choose the health. One of the main problems with the coal-fired power plants is that the tremendous health costs associated with the burning of fossil fuels. They produce mercury, nitrous oxides, sulfur dioxide, and stuff like that, which cause tremendous health problems. And so the people who run these plants, because they're just sending these particles up in the air and coming down and affecting health, they're not paying for those full health costs that are associated with their products, so the polluters weren't paying. One of the main benefits of the carbon tax was that it would then raise the cost of coal and help pay for indirectly the health costs associated with it, or because you actually wouldn't be burning the coal, your health costs would come down dramatically. So the whole idea of one of the ideas of the carbon tax is to help level the playing field and get the polluters to pay for their pollution. Because then that way, since renewables don't have the same sort of emission problems, it helps level the playing field.